Terrific evening of 2-year-old racing at Leopardstown today. Kicking off at 1750, which is a median maiden auction fillies race. I think I've got that in the right order. Going to pick 4 out. A lot of trainers out of form. Just haven't had any 2-year-old winners this year, so they're going to be missed off. Auxilia, number 2, trained by Ger Lyons, whose newcomers are just fantastic strike rate this year. It's just under 50%, I think. Basically, this one by Free Eagle, and the sire has already had a debutant 2-year-old winner in Ireland this year, so all signals looking good. I think it's about 9-4 on the tissue. Probably a bit short for me, but definitely fantastic chance, that one. Then we've got number 5, Crystalicism. Had a run, decent debut, met some running, trouble in running. But one thing to note here is that Joseph O'Brien's 2-year-olds are really picking up some impetus now. Strike rate is on the rise. He's had a couple of winners in the last week. So definitely one to look out for, and I wouldn't be surprised if this one was really bang there when it came to the business end. Then we've got Day's Delight. Mick Halford, another trainer whose newcomers are doing very well this year. He's not had as many runners as Ger Lyons, but the quality is definitely there. Had the winner of the Anglesey over the weekend as well, so his string in absolute flying form. Brazen Bow filly, stable, looks above average inmates, as I was saying, so definitely another one for the shortlist. Then we've got One Voice, Mrs. Harrington, another trainer who's carrying it all before her this year with her 2-year-olds and especially the fillies. This one's a clear form pick, runner up behind One Last Look, who runs in the Silver Flash later for Ger Lyons, so definitely the clear form pick. For me, this is on the tissue, it's another 9-4 chance with the Auxilia, but for me the form in the bag has got to be the way to go here, so it's One Voice for me. Next race is a 1 mile maiden. There's a fair few chances in this one. We've got Aiden's running 3 debutants, but if you actually look at his record with his debutants this year, it's really very poor by his standards, about 7% or something like that. So to be honest, I think it's fairly easy to overlook all 3, but at the same time it wouldn't come as any great surprise if any of the 3 were to actually win. And that basically leaves us 2 that have had a run, well, with any form anyway. Free Solo, Mrs. Harrington, ran behind Year of the Tiger, and as I was saying in the previous race, her 2-year-olds are in absolutely fantastic form. And then we've got Perry Owens for Noel Mead. Noel Mead, his horses are running okay, but he still hasn't had a 2-year-old winner, so I'm sort of going to overlook this one. But how this one runs will be a good indicator for Justina in the Silver Flash later, because that's Perry Owens was 3rd behind her at Roscommon. Okay, that's pretty much it for me, and another one for me, I'm picking Mrs. Harrington's again, Free Solo, so I'm hoping she's going to have a bonza evening. Okay, onto the big race, or the first of the big races, the Silver Flash. Aiden has kind of farmed this over the last 10 years. He's had 5 out of the last 10 winners, and he's got a couple in here. He's got Love, Precious Moments, and So Wonderful. Love progressing with each race, but the form does look a little below what's required, and it was beaten by another one of the runners in the field in its penultimate start. We've got Precious Moments, whose second to Albania is clearly the best form on offer here, and the fact that Aiden's won 5 of the last 10 runnings is a pretty strong recommendation. And we've got So Wonderful, but this looks to be the outsider of the Aiden's trio. Decent performer, but well beaten in the Fairy House Maiden last time, and it looks to be overreaching here. The other one is Unforgettable by Joseph O'Brien. Finished 5 lengths ahead of So Wonderful at Fairy House, which was a significant step on its debut. Could be more to come, and like I was saying earlier, Joseph O'Brien's 2-year-olds are really starting to motor now, so definitely one to look out for. And the bottom one, Mrs. Harrington's Wind Racer. Basically cosy winner from Love in a Curragh Maiden, and basically she does control the fillies division at the moment, so it really wouldn't come as any great surprise if this one won. Although strictly on form, got a bit to find with Precious Moments. What I say form, I mean like a rating. She's behind, about £6 behind Precious Moments on the bird form. Could improve, but for me, I'm sticking with Precious Moments here for Aidan O'Brien. And finally, the you might call this the top-rated race on the card. We've got a 5 on the field. Aidan has a couple, Armory and Toronto. Armory probably be all the rage. Got Ryan Moore is up, and the second, who had beaten a Curragh Maiden last time, ran well at Naas yesterday evening, though it didn't win. On raw form, plenty more needed. But Ryan Moore is up, and clearly more is expected, and capped out with the stable has won the last 5 runnings, although Aidan O'Brien's 2-year-old dominance is not what it was this season. We've got a couple of new kids on the block, well, not exactly new kids on the block, in Ger Lyons and Mrs. Harrington, so good to see a bit of competition there, but clearly you've got to have great respect for this one. Justify, this is a Ger Lyons, had Armory in 3rd when winning on debut, but actually the very basics of that form, the rating of that race doesn't look to be good enough here, so it'll need to come on considerably to win this. And then we've got Toronto. I've got this as equal top rated based on the 1 mile, based on the victory in the 1 mile maiden, so Donica's up on this one and definitely could surprise, provided it can handle the drop down to 7 furlongs. Then we've got Zarzini, Mick Halford. Great strike rate this year, easy winner of Agora and Maiden, and equal top rated on that performance, although the runner-up did let the form down badly next time, although you could say it ran too bad to be true. The train's flying, making up the numbers. We've got Innovisions trained by William Creary, respectable debut, but this one would need to sprout wings to win here. Okay, so it's a tough one, this. Me, I'm just going to go for Toronto to edge out Armory. So keeping it in the Aidan household. So it's Toronto for me. Alright, have a great evening and back loads of winners.